started recording? Just say, like, this is now recording. Okay, welcome everybody. So we are now kind of in session here. The Abortion Rights Act just got passed in the House. What else? David Perdue, Mr. Guardsman, welcome. Mr. Bush is indeed recording this. Zane has sent us a bill. Mr. Perdue wants to repeal Obamacare and put back trade embargoes on Cuba. We may bring that to the floor simply just to strike it down. Let me check out Zane's legislation here. One second. Can I need to request access. Yeah, I sent the request. Yeah, Mr. LP, whenever you get a chance to join. He can't hear me, though. Okay, so Mr. Kinzinger is working on economic growth. That's pretty cool. What do we have here? So we have Yep, that's... Well, I guess until...
Did that work?
Let me check. I think it did. Yes, the UBI bill. Okay, so this will give a 1,000. This will get a 1,000. Oh, is this universal basic income?
Yeah.
I think we actually already have that for people who are 70 and older and are at the poverty line.
Okay.
We also already have a carbon tax, but these are some pretty good ideas. Yeah, this is stuff that we've actually already done, but it's a good bill.
Okay.
Well, I guess I will say this, Mr. Guardsman, if just because we kind of have to wait for the other bills, if you would be so kind of as to bring the Repeal Obamacare Act to the floor. If we could maybe do that. And I think Mr.
Say that again. I buffered out.
Oh yeah. Would you be able to I guess just send David Perdue's legislation to the floor? I mean, I feel like, we have to wait.
Fine.
Why not? Mr. LP, yeah. We're just about to vote on David Perdue's Repeal Obamacare. We're gonna strike it down so hard it's not even gonna be funny. Does anybody know where the Dem reps George W. Bush, do you know where the Dem reps stand on Obamacare? Would they vote for this or against this? Would they vote to? Okay. Alrighty. Well, either way, I believe Zane, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're obviously going to vote against the bill.
Yeah, I'm voting against it.
Yeah, so this is going to be yeah. Okay, well. Shrimp plan. Okay, also for anybody just wondering, I am working on the shrimp plan, which will attempt to basically be the actual peace treaty that
You were drafting it, but then Jim Pickens ruined everything.
Yes. Jim Pickens, I'm not gonna say that. No, he messed us up really badly. But I'm working on the shrimp plan, which is something completely different. This is basically gonna essentially, not yet, Mr. Perdue. It hasn't passed yet. No, for the State Department. That's what it is. It's for the State Department. Okay, well, let's go to the House. Okay, so, well, the PSP votes 220 in negation for the Repeal Obamacare. Does anybody vote in negation? David Perdue realizes the majority has already voted against his bill.
literally could not get worse, but it is going to get worse for him.
Wonder produce a chicken.
Mr. Perdue, do any Republicans vote in favor of the Obamacare?
Purdue just can't shake that chicken stigma. Jesus.
Well, the repeal Obamacare is officially struck down. 266 to 0. Nobody actually voted to repeal Obamacare. So that has officially been struck down completely. That's pretty sad. Does anybody want... I'm just going to say this right now. I'm assuming the NDP, the Green, and the PSP are once again going to strike down Mr. Perdue's Cuban... to put embargoes back on Cuba. I'm pretty sure we're all going to strike that down, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what was it? The Cuban embargo thing, it's struck down, completely destroyed. No one even voted for it.
High-speed rail is expensive. Have you seen what it did to California?
Dang it, I said stuck down. It's supposed to be struck down. Oh, Mr. Kinzinger, is that your
I
economic
vote
growth?
nay.
Okay, let's see. And I'm requesting access once more, Mr. Kinzinger. High speed rail. This bill will fund 400 million for a high speed rail. Oh, that's funny. Oh,
Struck
man.
down.
Yeah,
Yep.
struck down.
Bad effort, Purdue.
Really a reasonable bill. What do you mean it's a reasonable bill? No, the PSP does not believe this is a reasonable bill.
High-speed rail, do you see what it did in California? Over budget.
The
Behind
entire
schedule.
bill is literally, this bill will fund 400
It's better
billion
to put it in like
high-speed
actual mass
speed rail.
transit.
Like it
stuff.
doesn't even, it's
like
not even
actual
in
mass
format.
transit programs.
This is hilarious. Okay, let me try. Mr. Kinzinger, can you allow me the ability to look at the Google Docs for your economic growth? Oh, so abortion in the Senate. Let's get that Abortion Rights Act. Let's pass that in the Senate. And what else did we just pass? Abortion rights. Did we just pass something else? Or am I... No, we struck down Obamacare. Okay. Okay, let me try. Can I? Oh, wow. Section 1. This is a pretty big bill.
I would vote for it, but only...
All businesses and companies are heavily incentivized to pay work. Mr. Kinzinger, Section 1, the $15 minimum wage was actually passed in the Fair Tax Act. Businesses may not force employees
Gradually,
into
of
overtime.
course.
What?
The
Businesses
$15 minimum wage would be increased gradually, of course.
Oh, yeah, yes, but that's already been passed. Section 2 for the businesses must pay overtime at their regular price. I like Section 2. Right to work. Laws are repealed and labor unions may be created to benefit the conditions of a worker and boost them to financial success. Right. The bill amends the Federal Deposit Insurance Act to include reciprocal deposits of an insured depository institution from certain limitations on prohibited broker deposits. I'm going to be 100% honest right now. I don't understand that. The bill amends the Federal Deposit Insurance Act to require issue regulations allowing certain small I'm going to be 100%
I really like Section
honest.
3, but I'm fine with everything else.
Means that business can't capitalize off deposits. So they can't take advantage of worker. Yeah, that okay, and then Mr. Perdue, why you don't feel bad for the aborted babies? Why you don't feel bad for the aborted baby shrimp? Well, I mean, the thing is, to be honest, I'm kind of actually somewhat against abortion. I really only believe abortion's right in certain cases in which, women may not have been able to necessarily control the situation in which we all know what I'm saying here. But I at the end of the day, it's not the government's place to say that a woman cannot have an abortion. That's what I believe. That's essentially what I believe. Whether or not I think abortion is right, which in some cases I do believe it is against God. Yes, and I am Catholic. I do consider myself a Catholic, but I still don't believe it's the government's place. I think it's a women's decision. I think that's something the government, I mean, Mr. Perdue, correct me if I'm wrong, but Republicans seem to be just kind of like, all, hands off of, everything, very liberal, not wanting the government to get involved in too many things. So why do you think the government should get involved here? Why is this kind of like an exception? Regulate the stocks company. Well, I'm all for the economic. Do you guys want to pass, Mr. Zane?
I feel like Section 3 would alienate states, like, conservative states, because, and I think Section 3 should be amended to be, like, less extreme, sort of, I guess.
Well, I think we're going to have a joint session again Saturday, same time as last Saturday. Maybe, Mr. Kinzinger, we could all kind of just work on this a little bit, maybe throughout the week, and we could get a final draft for then. It's definitely a good start.
I'm going to filibuster it. Can I filibuster it?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll filibuster it.
Well, okay, well, do you want to pull up the filibuster resolution?
Okay, don't worry. I'll get the script.
Oh, we just gonna
The West Wing. The West Wing.
No, not again.
The Stackhouse filibuster. Teleplay by Aaron Sorkin.
Can we
Story
get to LPs?
by Pete McCabe.
Can we get to the U.S.
Directed by
territories
Brian
to states
Gordon.
first? Can we get to U.S.
Teaser.
territories to states?
Fade in. Extended cut. Washington D.C.
Mr. Guardsman, you haven't even announced your filibuster yet. This is
okay. Fine.
No, hold on. Okay. You can filibuster it, but let
me take the floor. I give myself the floor.
You also have to say.
I give myself the floor.
The magic words.
I'm the Speaker of the House.
Nope. Let me send you the filibuster resolution.
Please.
Hold on a second.
Those are the magic words, please.
I can't believe we're doing this again.
Yep.
I'm sorry, LP.
Bruh.
I'm doing you proud, Mr. Gore.
You know what, Mr. Speaker, may I have the ability to filibuster instead?
Sure, you may have the floor.
I would like to go off the cuff instead, actually. I'm not even going to read anything.
Wait. Before I give you the time, I would like to propose a motion that every filibuster, you have to read the script from the filibuster episode. All in favor?
I actually have to not be in favor of that. I'm sorry.
What is the filibuster episode?
I don't know what it's from, but I'm gonna go ahead.
The West Wing.
Mr. LP, if you give me 10 minutes here, I will then. We can then move on to U.S. territories or states. Okay, why not? I, Wild Shrimp 48, am now using the filibuster and understand that this will be the only filibuster used this session. The timer has started now. So apparently the economic growths, what is this? Hold on a second. Okay, so the Economic Growth Act does a lot of great things for businesses, but the reason I have to stand in opposition to it today is due to the fact that Section 4, number one, obviously I kind of, unfortunately, I don't really understand it, and that's part of it, but businesses may not, there's a lot of great things in it, including the businesses must pay overtime at the regular price. I think that's good. The $15 minimum wage, which I think could actually be amended so that small businesses and companies that instead of waiting till 2025 to make the switch to $15, if they automatically make the switch in the next year, I think we could maybe give them some sort of tax credit. I think we could amend Section 1 that way. So, Mr. Kinzinger, if maybe you want to just remember that. And then businesses may not force employees to into overtime and entirely up to the worker. That's a great section. I like that. Right to work laws are repealed and labor unions may be created to benefit the conditions of a worker and boost them to financial success. Now, this bill offers a lot of great a lot of great stuff. I think it has a lot of potential. I think we should save it for the next session of Congress, for the next joint session of Congress, because I think there's a lot that has potential here. And I'm just going to end it right here at 1 minute and 30 seconds. I don't feel like going on for 10 minutes right now. I'm sorry.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
The filibuster failed.
Yes, it did.
Why did someone get... Who is anonymous gopher and why did they just delete section 3?
I have no idea.
Okay has gone insane. He wants us to keep Maduro in Venezuela.
I mean, why would we keep Maduro in... well, actually, did he watch? No, we didn't even go into Venezuela. Hold on a second. We sent the humanitarian aid mission. We didn't even secure... Okay. Did you watch my video? Please, everybody, if you haven't watched my video, the State Department made an oopsie. Please go watch my clarification video on the Wild Shrimp 48 YouTube channel. It was simply a humanitarian. It was a humanitarian aid mission.
Which included guns.
Yes, we didn't overthrow anyone. Well, I applaud your effort to make this map. But I still think a high speed, I don't know, we can talk about that at a different time. Mr. LP, do you want to send your US territories to states?
Okay.
Also, because my filibuster failed, I do believe that somebody could technically actually use it. Well, I don't know now.
I don't think my bill actually passed the House.
No, we haven't even no, because you just got. No, I don't think it did pass the House. Just send it to the House and we'll pass it again, whether or not it.
Okay.
Yep. We did not once again, the United States did not overthrow anybody. The only thing we overthrew was a military coup in Burma. So we stand with the people and democracy over there. And obviously the military doing what it did is not in support.
All right, sense.
Okay, let me go over the DC Territories Admissions Act. This includes everything else, right? Okay, so District of Columbia, this just kind of specifies it. I know that DC is technically already a state, and so is Puerto Rico. Both of them were passed by President Coolidge, but this just kind of really, it adds Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and the Northern Marina Islands, and then this just really kind of, like I said, specifies everything. And then, yes, so then, once they're admitted, all 6 will have 2 senators for each state, yes, and then, except for Puerto Rico, will get 4 seats in the House. That's right. Okay, so then the House will then go to, I don't know what it will go to, but Mr. Guardsman, you want to do the honors of the PSP voting in affirmation? Mr. Zane, are you in favor of this U.S. territories to states?
Yes.
Mr. Purdue, are you? Three yes votes. Okay, cool. So the Republicans are indeed in favor. I'm just gonna say this: the PSP, NDP. I'm gonna say the Green and Reps all vote in affirmation. PSP, NDP, Green, and Reps all vote in affirmation. Congratulations, we have now just entered 4 new states into the Union.
I vote aye.
The Oval Office. Okay, what else do we have to send up here? Abortion rights, abortion Rights Act and U.S. territories to states. Mr. Gore will sign those into office later today. What else do we have here? So that's passed for U.S. territories to states. Abortion rights passed. The Economic Growth Act, although unsuccessfully filibustered, will be moved to the next session. I will also be working on a gun control and a police body camera funding. And then the Lobbying Act that Mr. Gronk had. We'll have to go over that at a later date.
And did we filibuster? Did we filibuster the other thing?
What was the other thing we wanted to filibuster?
Oh,
we should have filibustered Obamacare. I can't believe we didn't do that.
Wow.
I think.
Man, that was a missed opportunity. Is the Prime Minister of Canada, is he on? No, he is not. I think there's a meeting at the United Nations tonight.
Okay.
I am then going to, as of now, in the Senate, I'm as acting Senate Majority Leader, I'm going to adjourn the Senate. Since this is really it. I believe that's it, Mr. Bush. If you want to just kind of go ahead and then post this session. We did indeed pass U.S. territories to states and then the Abortion Protection Act. And just to be specific, U.S. territories to states only entered in the American Samoa, North Marina, Guam, and then the U.S. Virgin Islands. Not as productive as I wanted it to be, but productive nonetheless. Yes, the session is indeed over. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
The House is adjourned.